Next, I have the pleasure of welcoming Parker Edison to Theater Corner. Parker is a multifaceted artist and community activist, best known as a member of the live rap band Parker Meridian. He is also the co-creator and host of the Parker Edison Project, a podcast that delves into the various aspects of American culture through insightful conversations about creativity and community, all viewed through the lens of Black America. Parker Edison, brother, welcome to Theater Corner. It's so damn good to have you. I've been chasing you down for a minute.
Sounds about right.
I appreciate you showing up. This is fantastic because what we have in this interview, two producers on KPBS. That's a beautiful thing. Right off the bat, let's talk about your KPBS show, the Parker Edison Project. How did you enter into this podcast space?
I was doing promotion for a beer that I partnered with Amplified Ales to put out during COVID. And we were doing a film short and had this rap album, and this beer was to promote it. And to do it, I was using social media. I was on Instagram, and in the stories, someone from KPBS, who's also in the world of San Diego rap, reached out to me, said, hey, this would be great. Are you interested in extending it and making this something with KPBS? And there it was.
So what's the description of Parker Edison Project?
Specifically looking at San Diego life through the lens of just the Black American. So it's what's happening around me as I perceive it with the people that I do things with, the places I go. And it kind of gives a macro picture of what's happening in the micro.
What's an example of one of the episodes? If one were to tune into Parker Edison Project.
I love the inner city highway conspiracy, and it deals with the way freeways are specifically placed to separate neighborhoods, often by economics or race. This episode is fantastic because I heard about it at a friend's black barbecue. I was hanging out and his cousin was telling me the story, but it tied into the legacy of the Black Panthers and their presence in San Diego. And it's just a really interesting tale, and it comes about very organically from my life as it pertains to San Diego and history, politics. It's just a whole thing. It's a good episode.
If one were to look for Parker Edison Project, how could they listen to it?
Anywhere you get podcasts. So we're, of course, on like Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, but also you can catch us on YouTube, KPBS, NPR. Any place that you get your podcasts.
That's beautiful, brother. You representing, I tell you, man. So what does Parker Edison, the hip hop artist, what does that look?
I'm a San Diego rapper, and I think a trademark of San Diego is it's a transplant city. So we get people who come from other places, and we are people who go to other places. For me, is amalgamation of different cities, different sounds, different eras, different aesthetics, fashions. I'm pulling from all those things as they come here and as I visit them. And a lot of that is being conveyed. So it's art, it's sonic art. And I'm trying to paint a picture and convey something to you. I'm using feelings, I'm using words. Sometimes I'm using references that are already familiar to you. But that's the art that I'm doing. And it's rap because it's similar to sampling. That's what it is. That's the best description of what I'm doing.
Being, for the most part, a native San Diego, how much does that influence your rap and your lyrics and your delivery and all of that? Does that color your art?
Absolutely. Because this is a transplant city and we get so many different things and flavors here, to be original is very, very, very much a pillar of the San Diego rap aesthetic. And so that's something I hold really dearly. And I very much try to do things that aren't being done and do them in a way that they aren't being displayed for people. So that twinge of originality, trying to search for that always, but still being able to tap into what's popular, that's the most San Diego thing that I'm probably playing with.
That brings us to Rap Diego. Brother, you always moving. You are on the move. So tell me about this brand new project, Rap Diego.
Rap Diego is a 12-episode podcast that looks into the origin of San Diego rap.
Okay.
And it started as 1 or 2 interviews, but each one led us to someone else. And as the story organically unfolds, we just display it for the listener over these 12 episodes. It's 40 years in specifics, maybe 1982 to roughly 1980 to 2020. We're just covering that span because that's about how old San Diego rap is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's everyone who did anything here. It's a little bit of everything.
And this is also on KPBS.
Absolutely on KPBS. It's already out. October 4th it started, and we were doing 3 episodes per week in October. So it's completely out right now.
Is it an interview series?
I'm hosting it, and I have 2 co-hosts, and we are interviewing maybe 5 people per episode. And so it's kind of hard to describe. It's a lot like the movie Forrest Gump in the sense that it's one person telling their story, but it's so many other stories are mixed into it. It's really hard to describe.
And who did you select as your co-host?
It's Jay Smith, who's a writer and also a local artist, musician, and rapper, and Chris Reyes, who's a podcaster, editor, who edits for the Parker Edison Project and also a San Diego rapper. All of us have roots in the scene,
Mm-hmm.
20 years deep. We all live it. We have the conversations about it. So it made a lot of sense for us to just to document the things that we've experienced all together.
And how many hats do you wear on that particular project?
I'm wearing half a dozen. I'm hosting, I'm executive producing it, co-writing it, and it's detective work. We're doing history, it's anthropology, so I'm a researcher on it with the team. And also it's part of a bigger project. It's really a 4-part art history project, and we have a digital museum exhibition that we're doing the San Diego History Center. We teamed up with the San Diego History Center for that.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, the whole thing is an art history project. So we have the audio documentary, which is the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
which gives you an oral history of San Diego rap's origins. And then we have the San Diego History Center Rap Diego digital exhibition, which showcases items that are inspired by the podcast. So that covers maybe 70 different items that are t-shirts, albums, magazines, videos. We have footage from the 90s. Then we also have the film shorts that we did with independent directors from San Diego who are covering fashion from the 90s, the beat machines from the 2000s. And then we have a Spotify playlist which highlights the music over 40 years. Mm. And when you go through all of it combined, that's when you get a picture of everything that's happened in San Diego rap over the 40 years.
People will be able to see this exhibit at the History Center in Balboa Park starting when?
We're hoping the spring of 2025. That's the goal. That's the goal.
So what you just described is taking up a good bit of physical space.
Yeah. But it's worth it. Yeah, nothing could be more worth it.
So I like what you're saying about being an anthropologist and a social archaeologist and researching rap in San Diego. So far in your research, what's a couple of things that stand out to you that people may be surprised about rap in San Diego? Its growth, its development. What does that trajectory look like?
The biggest surprise is something that shouldn't surprise us, and that is we're peers with LA. Some would say we're LA's little brother. But if you're LA's little brother, you're everywhere LA is. So as far as LA is going, San Diego as too. And I don't think that people, even though we know that, I don't know if we understand that, well, everybody who records in LA comes to San Diego to promote, and a lot of people break their records here. One of the things that we're figuring out is that the song Rappin' Duke, which is mentioned by Notorious B.I.G.,
right,
that broke at 92.5. That record broke. It got popular. The DJs that were spinning it, and then when it got popular out here, San Diego, LA, then it moved east and blew up on the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of people were breaking their records here because it's a tourist city. So because it's a transplant city, it's better to come here and break your record and everyone can see it than a record label having to go to every city individually and span it out. Those are the type of things that we know, but we don't notice. And that's the type of thing that Rap Diego is kind of highlighting.
A Parker Edison style is smooth and slow, kind of a Ice Cube, or is it E40? What's a Parker Edison style?
I'm San Diego. I'm all over the map, and when the music calls for it, I'm fast and I'm short and I'm sharp. And then when it needs to be slow flow, then I want to do that. But you don't ever want to just be stuck in one thing because then you can't get all the emotions.
Right.
That's what it's about.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
What it's about is Parker Edison. Brother, I appreciate you coming by the show, and you just increased the value of the show. Please, absolutely keep doing what you're doing for San Diego, for KPBS. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming to Theater Corner. And thank you, folks, for tuning into another episode of Theater Corner. We'll see you next time. That's what's up. That is what's up.